Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Sunday cooking class,
Cooking experience.
cooking experience. This is Fran,
And this is Ainhoa.
and today we are cooking torrijas.
Torrijas. Super good.
Super good, which is Restoration Sunday traditional dessert here in Spain. So first of all, happy Easter.
Happy Easter. Yeah.
So, what shall we start?
With torrijas.
I think we should start with the torrijas.
Yeah, well, in fact, it's quite easy. It's a bit messy. You'll see. The kitchen is very clean at the beginning. It's like a battlefield.
Yeah. We need to do a before and after.
We show them the after.
Afterwards, there's flour everywhere, sugar everywhere. It's a mess, but hey,
Oil everywhere.
all everywhere. So yeah, it's kind of very, very
Kind of
crazy.
messy.
Hi, Lindy. How are you doing?
Susanna.
Hey, Susanna. How you feeling? Doing good? Hopefully, yes. So,
Okay, let's go.
happy Easter! Let's go. So today we are going to be cooking torrijas. What it is, it's a very, very traditional Spanish dessert, especially for today. Always in a Resurrection Sunday, it's what we eat, torrijas. Hola, Linda. Let me show you our veggies. Well, once again, we have our Easter egg. Always, we have it here in Easter. So that's what we put. And let me show you what we are cooking today. So these are the main ingredients. The important thing at the start of the day is
Bread.
French baguette. Okay. The thing is that we have done some previous ones. We'll show you why. But the thing is that we've done the other ones with brioche bread, so you can see that we can do it in different ways. Hola, Linda Anderson. Hola, Linda Berglum. Hola, Jorge. The second most important ingredient, it is
Milk.
milk, whole milk. Okay. Oh, we forgot to say that bread has to be French baguette type of bread. As long as it's not sourdough, it's okay. Okay, sourdough, it would not work. Then you need a cinnamon stick. And then for the covering, you just need a little bit of flour, white flour, a couple of eggs, and then the topping all the way at the top, it's just can be white or brown sugar and a little bit of canela, cinnamon powder. Okay, that's all what we
That's all we
need
need.
today. So,
It's very simple and it's very cheap.
well, the fact is, food for poor people. That's what the tradition says.
Yeah, well, yeah. It's food for it. But it's very, the only thing about this is that it's very messy.
It's messy. Okay, so now we want to show you that everything is clean.
Everything is very clean.
Hola, James. Hola, Gina. You will see what a mess we have at the end of today.
At least us, right?
Yeah, in 25 minutes, this is going to be a mess.
Okay, so what
Anyway,
we're going to do is let's start heating up the milk.
Okay.
So this is a whole liter of
yeah, like about 4 cups of whole milk.
whole milk, right?
Okay, so-
put it in here,
Hola, Shelly.
and then we will use like 4 tablespoons of sugar.
White sugar.
Yeah, white sugar.
1, 2, 3, and 4.
I don't like very sweet things, too sweet, so. And then you put
The cinnamon
Cinnamon
stick
stick
into
inside.
it. I think that you just let it. I mean, you don't need it to boil. You just need it to warm up. Okay, so that's the starting. Let's put it up. Let's speed it up a little bit.
right? So it's up to the brink of boiling, right?
Yeah. So it's you have to stop. It's just warming it up, and that's mess. What is a mess? Oh, we're gonna make a mess here.
Yeah, because you are. Oil is very messy.
Yeah. Well, hola, Thenia. Let me put my apron on. I don't know why, because I'm not gonna do anything. But hey, I'm coming back. My apron is here. Because here I am with a shirt. And
You're a very fancy cook, huh? Cooking with a shirt
I know.
is always very fancy.
it's not a very. Well, I don't know if it's fancy. It's not a very clever thing
It's
to
not
do.
very clever. Okay.
So, okay, let me
let's
turn the
do-
camera
let's do
around.
something.
Okay, so organize.
All right, let's organize. So what we have done before is, Fran cut it really well, fantastic pieces. this thick is about 2 centimeters thick.
Yeah, a little bit less. Well,
Yeah, a bit less. And we cut it in diagonal because otherwise they're very small and we like big torrijas.
so you just, what you do is very important. It has to be dry bread from the day before.
Yeah,
okay.
Otherwise it gets very soaky and it's impossible to work with them.
Hola, William. How are you doing? Happy Easter to everybody.
Happy Easter.
So what we're going to do,
Yes.
as the milk is warming up, what we do is we just place all the, hola, Gina, all the bread in here in a tray that has to be, it cannot leak. Okay, so
No, that cannot.
because we're going to put a lot of all the liquid, we're going to put it in here. Okay.
Absolutely not leak. Oh my God, you cut it perfect.
Perfect to
Perfect.
that point.
Perfection. Let's get all the crumbs. Right, so you've got it in your...
So this, okay, it's not soft, okay? It's a little bit hard, okay? So very important to have bread from the day before.
This is the way it was done before. This is a dessert one of my aunts used to make. She made them
The best ones.
The best you can have. Mine are good, not as good as hers, but quite good. And I always make them the simple way. So just milk, sugar, egg and flour and stale bread. No more.
Some people put a little bit of lemon zest on the, how do you say? In the milk. In the south of Spain, you can find it that instead of putting milk, they would put red wine.
Yeah.
Okay. But that is like...
That's another kind of torrijas, right?
Right, so what we're doing is, as we always say, that what we cook here on these Sunday events, we cook our family recipes. There are 100,000 recipes, especially out of these super traditional things. Every family has their own recipe. Okay, so what we're cooking today is
our recipe.
Our recipe.
So in fact, my mother doesn't make them with normal bread. She makes them with brioche bread.
Yeah. So everybody has their little thing.
So yeah, but I mean, and then I will show you what they look like.
With brioche, because that's what my mother-in-law did. She did it. And we
it depends. Brioche bread is just richer, it's fancier, it's much more like a dessert, and this is what you get in the restaurants here.
Yes, Susana, a good way to use stale bread, red wine. It is not dessert. It's a celebration. It is a celebration. We're celebrating that Jesus Christ has resurrected.
Maybe that's why.
So
Maybe that's why.
We need to celebrate. So the thing is that I'm going to tell you a little bit of the story about it while that warms up. Nobody really knows why do we eat torrijas today on Easter Day, okay, on Resurrection Sunday. Hola, Kimberly. So this year I asked the priest from our parish this morning, what is the connection? I mean, why do we eat this today by tradition? And he said, and I think it makes a lot of sense. This type of French toast, I mean, this has been done everywhere around the world, okay? You can call it pain perdu in France, Armeritter in Germany, tostas doradas in Portugal. So absolutely everywhere you're gonna find this recipe.
Yeah, it's very similar.
The thing is that we're talking that it's bread, it's milk, it has sugar, and all of this, it was given to the mothers right after delivery.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of energy. So what does a mother need after giving birth? It's a lot of energy. So the priest from my parish said, today is Resurrection Sunday. Jesus Christ has rebirth again. It was kind of strange, but it is something that now, we all need all of this energy. And he said also a different thing. He said that is one of the spiritual tradition. Yeah. But the other thing is that during Lent, we do not eat, by tradition, we don't eat meat. So the meat is what gives you all the energy back then. So this dessert brings you so much energy that it was a way to cover the lack of energy because you're not eating meat. Okay, so
That can be possible.
I mean, I think both the ideas can make a little bit of sense. Okay, so
I think it's also a cheap dessert that you can make everywhere, so it's easy for everybody. I
Yeah,
think that's one of
that's-
the main explanations, right?
yeah, I think that could be also one of the explanations. It's
Okay.
cheap and it's easy for everybody to do it. So, is that warm enough?
No.
Not yet. Okay, let's
Okay,
wait.
but what we are going to do is warm up the oil. I mean,
Wait. Let me turn the camera around.
I just
So-
use,
So, to fry these, because we're gonna fry the bread. So imagine all the energy that is in here. You don't put olive oil. The reason it's because the olive oil is very, very, very rich, and it's gonna give a lot of flavor. So we put sunflower oil. Okay, so be generous. I mean, for our standards, this is being quite generous. Normally, we do not.
they're quite
If
stingy.
you don't turn it on, it's not gonna work
No?
to be warm
Even
up.
if I think about it.
I don't care how fast you think about it, it will not warm up. So the thing is that, as I was saying, do not put olive oil because it will give too much flavor to the torrijas. Okay?
Okay, so what I think this is quite warm.
You think they're warm?
Yeah, I think if you come over, you see that the milk turned brown, a little
Okay.
bit, a bit brownish.
So let me take the flash out so you can see that it's not 100% white. It's, it's getting a little bit of the color of the cinnamon, okay? And it's beginning to have some smoke. Okay, so it's warm.
It's almost about to, you see the smoke says that it's going to boil, and I don't want it to boil.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is put this in a jar, and then I'll show you how we do this.
Sunflower, yes, Guillermo. You found sunflower oil? Yes. Well, there's been a lack of sunflower oil in Spain because of the war, okay, the Ukraine
Yeah, but
war.
it's like a silly thing because it's like toilet paper.
People everywhere around Spain, the thing is that we bring a lot of sunflower oil from Ukraine all around Europe. So people freaked out. And everybody has bought like at the beginning of COVID, when everybody was buying toilet paper, now it was the issue with the sunflower. It was just like, what? And Spain is a huge producer, so not that we need it.
Crazy.
Anyway, no sunflower in Spain because of Ukraine, yep.
Yeah.
So, you have just put the milk in the jar, and what we do...
What we do
Okay,
is-
wait. There we go.
I go
We
one
soak.
by one. We soak them. I only soak them with half. I'll leave the cinnamon stick so that it doesn't. It still gives some flavor, although it keeps on falling. It's a bit hot, huh?
Is it too hot? So yes, Susana, we've been affected by the war. That and all, but I mean that's a stupid little thing. I mean, now we're beginning to welcome refugees, which is something horrible. Hola Gonzalo, ¿qué tal estás?
I'm always very positive. I do believe that it will be okay.
Well, it's been too long. So anyway, the important thing is that
Okay.
now what we have is all the torrijas. They're soaked, and what you do is you flip them one by one.
Yeah, trying to not to burn your little fingers.
Well, I'm not burning my fingers.
No, dear.
Yay!
Ow. So I do this now because they still hold together.
Yes, now it's easy because once they're gonna get all the milk inside of them, that's not gonna be easy. Okay, now
Okay.
you keep on. Is there any more milk?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
So I do it like in 2 batches. Right. Let's see.
So-
the cinnamon stick will drop.
Well, no big deal. Okay, so you have to let the bread soak
It's
all
super
the milk,
important. Super. This is 1 liter of milk
which is 4 cups of milk,
for
one loaf of bread.
1 baguette. It will be like
Yeah.
this long. Let's leave it to soak for a while. Okay, so what we do, the thing is that if you are my aunt, you can fry this straight ahead, but I'm not my aunt.
So we have come out with a little trick.
Yeah, what I do is I wait, then I'll soak it for the 3rd time. And I tell you, if you want good torrijas, you really have to make them soak.
Yes, the thing is that
Otherwise they're dry and nasty and
no, the torrijas, they have to be very, very creamy, very soft, okay? So for that, the only way to do it is to soak them big time into
Yeah.
the milk. So what's the deal? If you now try to fry this, it's very difficult because it's getting softer and softer and softer. So what do we do? The sunflower fields on the train when traveling south of Madrid. Yes, Shelley. We have a lot of sunflower around in Spain.
No, we do.
I mean, not to talk about olive oil.
Like, it's like the beginning of the war was like something so strange for us that I think we all freaked out, and then, yeah, I mean, it's become much more, I mean, there's no danger, no problem having food, so, it's like, so, I think we go a bit crazy with this.
So,
things.
now, as you can see, we do have all the bread with 4 cups of milk. So right now, okay, we've washed our hands, but if you do this,
Hey.
you see how creamy and soft they are. So the thing is that trying to fry these, it's impossible, it's super difficult. So,
Okay, so what I do is I leave this to cool for 10 minutes or until 15 minutes. I would probably flip that once again, and I freeze the torrijas.
So
I have no problem.
why do we freeze the torrijas? Because that way, all the milk, it is concentrated inside of the bread. And now, what do? Well, we have done some with brioche bread yesterday, and that is what you fry. You fry a frozen thing that you can move and you can manage with your hands super, super easy. So that is the big trick of the day. Freeze the torrijas. Once they cool down, you have to freeze them. That is really the super easiest way to move around, and they're gonna be super tender because they're gonna have all the liquid inside of the torrijas. Okay, so it's like, okay, so let me show you the ones that we have done with brioche bread. Oops, well, they broke, not a big deal. So these ones are made with brioche bread.
So you can use any bread that you want, really. So this is what, this is like probably the bread that you will find more at home. You can use this. It's thicker.
Yes, you have to cut them thick because that way, it's super.
Otherwise, they just don't soak.
Yeah. Okay, so
now
the oil, let's put it a little bit higher.
put it a bit higher, like 6 or so.
And now the mess
So
starts.
it's like we do some kind of fish and chips.
Okay.
So I have okay, let's just start with 2 eggs. Very likely it won't be enough.
Oh, we're gonna do a couple of them live
We're
then.
going to do a couple and then we'll show you the result. Fine. So you beat it up, like for a number.
Way!
What happened?
Cool. So, as she does that, take a look at this. I mean, this is completely hard. It's like top, super cold. And that's a good thing because now you can go ahead and move them around. Okay. ¿Estamos?
Casi. You go very quickly, my dear. Okay, the thing. What we do is we put a bit of flour on this. Just a little bit, right? I don't want them to a lot of flour. And a little bit here, a little bit here.
So we put just a little bit of flour and then you put them into the egg.
You cover them with egg really well.
It's very important that they are super, what flour? White flour, regular white flour. And then you fry them.
As they are very big, I can only fry like
2 at the
of
same
them.
time.
And the ones that we just made, you can fry easily.
3 or
5.
4 or 5, yeah.
Okay.
So when you do it with brioche bread, it's a little bit more.
And it will take a bit longer. Like if they are frozen, let's say what, 3, 4.
Yeah.
3, 4 minutes on each side.
Let me see if I clean this a little bit. Here we go. What you don't see is that I'm cleaning here. So I'm pointing you at there so you don't get to see the bed. Okay, perfect.
Okay.
So,
as they've got liquid inside, it's very messy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to seal them on both sides, and then slowly they will cook inside, so they will defreeze, right?
Okay.
So another thing we need is...
So, hold it one sec. So what we do is we seal with the egg both sides, and then we lower a little bit the temperature and we let them defreeze all the milk inside, okay? So what we're gonna do now, it's the topping. So you just have plain white sugar, 1/2 teaspoon, sorry. Hola Kaja, hola Cynthia, Felices Pascuas, happy Easter to everybody. Here in Spain we do not go egg hunting, but we do torrijas.
We don't go egg. That's quite an interesting...
strange tradition for us.
Tradition, right?
Yep, for us it's kind of very weird to have the egg issue. We don't know also what's the relationship of Easter with eggs, with a bunny that leaves eggs.
That's interesting, man. It's like anything can happen.
Yeah. Hola PJ Dimmers. Okay, so let's take a look at that. Not done yet? Okay.
No. It takes a while.
So, as the torrijas cook, the first time, torrijas has been in history, as I said, forever. And the first time that we had torrijas, we're talking from the 4th century, okay?
4th century?
4th century, the Romans. There was something, a grandparent of the torrijas, okay? So who knows what on earth that was. Yeah, so really, the recipe, it is pretty much the same all along the Roman Empire, which means all around Europe, with small little differences one place to another, okay? But, as I said, call them French toast, pain perdu, sopas douradas, everywhere around Europe, we have something like this. It's a very energetic food. It's something that is really, really, really tasty. Because you have milk, you have bread, you have cinnamon.
You've got oil, it's fried, you've got sugar, what else?
I mean, it's a, I don't know, what can we say? It's delicious.
It's got salt inside because of the bread.
It has a little bit of salt of the bread. Well, do you think the brioche bread has salt?
Yes, it does.
It does? Oh, okay.
A little bit.
I didn't know that one. So really, this type of dessert has been around forever and ever and ever. Okay, let's see. And it is. So well, in German you say it's Armerita, which is poor
night.
Poor night. So it's food for poor people. Okay.
Maybe that's what they ate.
Yeah, I mean, it's if you're a knight and you don't have money to get good food and hola from Toscana. Tacoma, not Toscana, Tacoma, Washington. Hola Lisa. I can't wait to go see your airport, Tacoma Airport in Seattle. Okay, how's it going?
It's going. Right, so what we need is a knife. We put it through. Okay, that's done. You see when it goes through?
So if it goes through, means that it is defreezed. All the liquid, it's being kept inside. And now what you do, it's, oh boy, you just put it in the sugar with the cinnamon. I thought you were going to touch it with your...
I am.
Okay. My wife cannot feel the heat. Come on. I mean, it just came from out of the pan and you are like, okay, I'm touching it with my hands. Look at that. Oh my God.
I was a firefighter in a previous life.
I know. So that is done.
Okay.
Let's get the other one out and we can open one. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Okay, wait. My hands are
Wet.
wet.
Okay.
And I don't need them to be wet. And you have to do this straight ahead.
Yes, that's a good tip also. I mean, you have to put the sugar with the cinnamon right in the moment when they are still hot. Okay, if not,
Otherwise, it doesn't stick.
it doesn't stick. So this is the end result. Look at that. A churro treatment of French toast. Really, yes, Lisa, that could be it. She's a girl. She has superpower. Maureen, you are so right. She has super mega powers.
Okay, do you want
What is mixed with the sugar? Cinnamon powder.
Powder.
Hola, Mary. So, are we gonna give them a try?
No, you are going to give them a try?
Well, just for the sake of it.
Do you want me to put this in a plate?
No, from here.
From here, okay.
Are you gonna?
I'm going to do this. Hi.
I know when she becomes a cameraman because she
I become the camera
hates it.
woman, and I hate it. And
Okay. Oh, I cannot move like you do. It's so hard. Okay. So.
Okay, go
Come
ahead.
closer.
That's gonna be much more difficult for me.
Okay. So if anybody, get very very close to it, and you can see how mushy and
Mushy. What's mushy? That's a word you made up.
no, I didn't make it up. It's mushy. Hold it up. What do you mean?
Kiko, estás a contraluz. A ver, te lo mereces, pero ¿a quién se le ocurre?
It's so hot.
Come on, come here. They don't see you burning.
Oh, hold it. Okay.
¿Cómo, joder?
I mean, holy moly. It's so hot. I burn my tongue.
I mean, Kiko, the fact that I can touch it,
Okay, sorry.
it doesn't mean
So, anyway, this is a Torrijas.
it's not so hot.
It's not hot anymore.
Just a little bit hot. It's good?
So they're very, very, very good. They're delicious.
It's a holy moly torrija.
A holy moly torreja. Holy moly torreja. Okay. I saw we didn't drink anything today.
No, we didn't drink anything. We don't need anything.
So, as we always say, this is it. Hopefully you have learned a little bit about the history of the torrijas, the tradition, and the whole thing. One of the things we would love to do is to share all of this cooking with everybody around the world. So one of the ways you guys can help us share all of this is by checking our YouTube channel, like, subscribe, and everything, because all of these videos, they go to our YouTube channel, which is Traveling Steps, and share with everybody, tell everybody about our cooking classes, because we would love to see the whole world watching this. Besides that, the other way you can help us is leaving us a tip. We have a tip jar in there, in the feed where it is, so thank you very much for your tip if you can share a little tip. If not, the other way, as I said, just share the video. And what else? If you want to learn about Spain, we do have, for this year, we have a tour. It's going to be a Basque staycation. We're going to be in one house for one whole week. It's going to be at the end of the summer. And we're already getting ready for next year. Okay, so our tours for next year, we're going to do a Camino de Santiago. We're going to do a nice Basque staycation. And we're thinking about doing a different tour. Okay, so keep posted. If you want to know everything, all the things that we do a lot of things. We have a podcast with Spanish Loops, we have a blog, we have Tuesdays with Fran, we have Sunday cooking. If you want to be updated with all of that, subscribe in our newsletter and we will keep you updated with everything we do. See?
Okay, so see you on...
Okay, let me get the camera. You turn this around.
Bye.
Everybody, have a wonderful, wonderful Easter Resurrection last Sunday.
Take care.
Thanks for joining in. I shall see you on Tuesday. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hasta luego, amigos.